This product claims to replace gel extensions. There's one thing that separates these gel stickers from every press-on nail you've ever tried: UV curing. They claim that it makes them as hard and as durable as real gel nails. Today we are going to find out if it's actually true. If it works, home nail extensions just changed forever. If it doesn't, well, this is just another viral product that lied. They look exactly like a regular sticky tabs you can use for tips or press-on nails, but the only difference is that they come on this black film to protect them from the UV light, so they will not be cured accidentally earlier than you wanted to. I need to separate these sheets first, I guess, and this feels like this video where they're breaking this Dubai chocolate and you see this gooey stuff in the center. And then I wanted to take a look at this piece, and it looks like we have a black film and then we have this individual black pieces for each tab, and they are just so sticky and stretchy, guys, way stretchier and stickier than regular tabs I tried before. So it took me quite a while, but I managed to separate it and then put it on the tip. Okay, so then I want to separate it, and again it's stretching. So the reason they're acting like this, maybe it's just this particular brand, but it feels like they were not cut very well. You know this feeling when you buy a pizza and it's like already been sliced, but they didn't slice them very well, like all the way through. So once you try to take this piece of pizza, it's just separated only on one side, and the other one is just being part of the big pizza. All right, so let's cure it and see what happens. It definitely feels harder. It's still very easy to separate from the tip, but I didn't buff the tip, so it's kind of fair because it has a shiny surface. It's still a bit stretchy. Now let's try to cure one, but not with the tip, just a separate piece. So I managed to separate it just the way it is and cured it, and figured that, yeah, it's also stretchy, but not as it used to before curing. So there is definitely a difference. Well, the fact that it doesn't appear to be 100% hard actually should be a good thing, because any product that is used together with the tips is supposed to be slightly flexible so it will not damage our nails. All right, let's try them on my nails then, and this is what they look like. I definitely need to do some prep, some dry manicure, buff the surface, because remember how easily they separated from this glossy tip? We don't want that to happen, so we need to have a matte surface instead. And then, of course, I'm going to apply dehydrator, and we need to find the perfect size of this tab. And obviously for my thumb, I always just go for the biggest one. And now we can see that it's still slightly smaller than my nail, but when using regular sticky tabs, you always need to have this little margin from the cuticle, otherwise you won't be able to apply it evenly. And then I also want to find the perfect size of the tip. So I decided, instead of some press-on nails that I have with nail art, I'm going to use transparent tips, just to give these gel tabs a chance to be fully cured. And also I would like to see what's going on inside, like how it's going to look. Also, I'm going to do a wear test, so after a while we can see how it looks like, and in order to do that properly we need something transparent. So I wanted to apply primer, but then I realized it won't be a fair test, because usually for home use we don't use primer, so I just applied dehydrator, thin layer of base coat. I thought, since this product claims to be almost like gel, it would make sense to use a little gel. So let's do a little experiment. On my thumb and on my index nail, I'm also going to use a thin layer of builder gel. Just a thin coat, so it's not going to change much, but I'm just curious if there is going to be some difference. And on the rest of the nails, I'm not going to use anything. Time to apply this sticky tab. So first I thought that it will make sense to separate this whole piece, and no guys, don't do it, because then it will be extremely hard to put them back, so just separate them one by one. So once I put it on my nail, you see these little parts that went on top of the film, and that was happening all the time because I guess they were not properly cut or something. So this part was extremely annoying. First, I had to get rid of this part that were going on top of the film. And once I did, it actually applied pretty smoothly. And the fact that it's a bit soft and stretchy could be a good thing, because now before curing, I can actually make sure that we don't have bubbles. I can even stretch it up a little bit to the nail. Just make sure it's not touching your skin or going outside of your nail plate. Then I take the tip, then I press, and ooh, I can even let go. It looks like it's still holding there. And then we cure. So I can flash cure it first to make sure it's not moving, and then fully cure in a big lamp. All right, let's proceed with the next one. And the hardest and honestly the longest part of this whole service for me was separating these tabs from the film. I mean, this was just so hard and annoying. But with some nails, I managed to do it better, and this is where the work got so much faster and smoother. And it's really important to find a right size for your nails, and these tabs, they have, you know, a certain shape and size. It definitely could not be suitable for everyone, so at some point you will probably need to cut them to adjust them for your nail shape or length. Okay, so on some nails I accidentally ended up touching them or folding them into half, and once it happens, there's no way you can separate it back, so you just need to throw it away. So I have to say, I honestly never had big problems when working with regular sticky tabs. I actually think it's a great way to do extensions, especially for those who are allergic to gel or to nail glue. By the way, I also did a sticky tabs versus glue wear test. I have a separate video. You can click in the upper right corner if you would like to check it out. I think it took me like half time just to separate the tabs, and sometimes they're just stretching, so the surface of this sticky tabs becomes all wrinkly, but at some point I was just too tired of that and decided to do one nail just as it is, and then I fully cured it in the big lamp. And on some nails I still ended up having a little excess gel thing outside of the sidewalls, so I decided just to file it off. Well, at this point they feel okay, and I used these tips on purpose because actually I want square nails, but I used these long tips because I wanted to do an additional test first, which is disc-shaped bit test. So I'm going to use this bit and file them short, because I think this is going to be a great test just to see if they're not going to fall off right away, because if they would, then I mean it won't even make sense to try to have them on my nails for a few weeks. And not gonna lie, I was pretty nervous about that, so I set a 180 grit abrasive. I set the speed about 16,000 RPMs, and then, well, it was working. Well, when doing your own nails with this disc bit, it's a bit tricky, by the way, because you cannot really secure your nail really well because you only have two hands. But, well, I kind of managed to do that. And guys, this is working. I mean, it's actually so satisfying to see how they're just getting shorter and shorter. And since we are filing soft gel tips, it's pretty easy and looks so smooth, like we're cutting a butter. Well, obviously I need some more filing with a regular nail file, but since they survived this disc drill bit test, I have no doubts that they will survive a regular nail file test too. So now we have a short square just like the one I wanted. And it's time to do a real life test, but first we need to do some nail art, because while I'm testing these gel tabs for you guys, of course I want to have a pretty nails. So I'm going to use this beautiful silk cat eye gel polish, but I only have this silver color. Well, no, I mean, of course I have like 100 other colors, but I wanted to do this light pink, and imagine that I don't have one. So I took some base coat and mixed it with jelly neon. I mean, I don't really want pink neon nails. I want a light, like, blush look. And wow, that's exactly what I wanted. So this is the trick you also can use if you don't have that much of a cat eye colors. Just simply apply jelly color on top, and now they look like a light pink cute color. Look at that. That's like exactly what I wanted, to have a very light, like slightly there pink look. So at first I thought I will do just 2 nails, but then I thought no, but it looks so cute, so no, let's do the entire hand. So I applied it on the rest of the nails. Now let's do some nail art. So on 2 nails, I'm going to add foil. These laces are going to look amazing with this pink, I think, I hope. So we'll figure that out in a couple moments. So I apply a transfer gel, and then I just make sure that it's all smooth, that there are no wrinkles, and even if they are, don't worry, you can get back to this part and transfer it again. And then I carefully take it off, and ooh, that looks really nice. I think we need to do 2 nails like this. I just cut the laces so we will have a little bit of flowers, a little bit of laces, and do the same on the next nail. And now we have laces with pink cat eye underneath. And on other nails, I wanted to do a black dots, but for some reason I didn't feel like hand painting them. I mean, yeah, you can easily do that with a dotting tool, but it always gives a little bit of volume, and then you need to apply more gel on top. And I'm adding these black dots, and we are going to do 3 nails like this and seal them with a top coat as well as the one with the lace foil. And now it's giving such a Victoria's Secret vibes. I love this nail art so much, but now it's time for the next one, real life test. During first couple days, I just couldn't help myself. I was staring at them all the time. But I guess that's what you normally do when you have a fresh manicure, right? And then I just started living my life like I normally do, petting Shisha, going to the gym 4 to 5 times a week. This view looks so weird because I tried recording it from the Meta glasses. I also went to the beach, sometimes to the pool. My Russian bestie gave me this dried salt fish, and oh my god, it's so good. Let me know in the comments if there's someone out there who likes it just as much as I do. And then, after about 3 days, look what I noticed. These little pieces of moisture, like the water evaporated or something, and it's definitely inside of the nail. And there's also a little lifting on the side, which is definitely not a good sign. During the second week, I kept doing basically the same thing, just doing clients' nails, going to the gym and swimming. Today is exactly 2 weeks, so we can see this growth area. The tip moved way past my cuticles. You can see some hollow spaces near the cuticle, some chipped areas right here and in this corner, but this has nothing to do with these gel tabs. It's more about the tips. So far, so good. My expectation for these gel tabs was 2 weeks max, but since they're still there, I decided to go for another week. It's been 20 days now, and it just doesn't feel comfortable anymore. My hair got caught in them, especially in this one. You see, because they grew past certain point, now I have this ridge right here. So it's time to take them off and see what's underneath. I'm kind of impressed they lasted that long, but here's the biggest issue with these gel tabs. This cuticle area, they're much thicker compared to regular sticky tabs. They have some volume there, which means you cannot really apply them all the way super close to the cuticle, because if you will, there will be this big bump right away. So I left this little margin, and because I left it, of course, eventually this area is going to lift. That's why they looked fantastic during the first week, but after a couple weeks, as they grow longer, they don't look as fresh anymore. This is what my nails look like underneath. As you can see, they are grown, and I also try to keep them clean. And besides this lifting near the cuticle, remember these little pieces of moisture that I could see on my thumb? I'm really curious what it is, so let's file off the color and see. Of course, normally when you're removing soft gel tips, you can just file them off and then you can soak off the rest. But I'm going to remove the color because we need to see what's going on there. And yes, just as I expected, we have lifting near the cuticle, and on some nails we also have these bubbles in the middle as well as on my thumb. So this is where we've seen that moisture. That means if I kept it for longer, we could see some Pseudomonas. Overall, I would give them 3 out of 10. It's an okay product, but honestly, I didn't really see any obvious advantages because they are so hard and complicated to remove, and they don't really last longer. Let me know if you tried these gel tabs. I'm really curious to read your opinions.